Hello everybody, welcome back to my page. So today we're going to be working on this crochet infant dress. So let's just get started. Okay guys, welcome back to my page. So I want you guys, if this is your first video watching from me, I want you guys to stop here and I want you to go watch the first my part 1 of my infant crochet video, because this will be the same exact part 1. So you need part 1 to jump into this video. So please stop here and go into part 1. So now if you aren't new and you already saw part 1 of my infant crochet video, then we're gonna jump right into the armhole row, which is row 6. Now we're gonna chain 2 and turn. Oh, that's why it's, hold on guys. Oh, much better. So we're gonna start in row 6, which is the armhole row. We are going to chain 2 and turn our work, and now we are going to do 12 half double crochets. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I miscounted. Let me see. So it is 12 across with the turning 3, but if you're doing a different size, which I will have linked below, because I will start having written patterns for this on my Etsy account, so look forward to that. But you're just going to double crochet from the start to the first chain 2 space. So once we get to that chain 2 space, you're going to chain, you're not going to chain 2. You are going to yarn over, insert your hook into that chain 2 space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet again. Now we are going to I am just all over the place with this video, but we are going to double crochet into this one, the chain 2 space. Now we are going to chain 3 loosely, thinking that I'm just doing another row. Sorry guys. So we are just going to chain 3, wrap our yarn around the hook, and now we are going to insert our hook into that next chain 3 space. We're going to insert, yarn back over. Now we have 3 chains on a hook. We are going to complete the double crochet. Now this makes armhole 1. So now we're going to yarn over, and we're going to double crochet across the length of the back until we get to the next chain 2 space. Two chains on the back of the sweater. Well, this is going to be a dress. So now we're at that first chain 2 space on the other side. We are going to yarn over, insert our hook, double crochet, and now we're going to chain 3 loosely again, yarn yarn over, insert our hook into the next chain 2 space, and now finish that double crochet. And now we are going to do the same thing, and we're just going to finish those double crochet across. Okay, so we are done with row 6, which is the armhole row. So this is what it should look like so far. I'm sorry this like white is like washing out, but this is what it should look like so far with the armholes. Now for row 7 and 8, we are just going to do basic double crochets across. So we are going to chain 2, turn our work, and now we're going to double crochet in every stitch across, including the chain spaces or the chain stitches. Okay, so now we are just going to go back and do double crochets all across again through this whole row, and then I will be back for row 9. Okay guys, so this is row 9. Now row 9, I switched colors, and all I did was chain 2, and I'm going to go right into that chain that's attached to the chain 2, and in every chain after I'm going to put 2 double crochets in. So for this whole row, each stitch gets 2 double crochets. Okay guys, so we are now on row 10. So now for row 10, we are going to connect both sides of row 9. Sorry. So we're just going to insert our hook through the first chain on the other side and slip stitch them together. So now we're going to chain 2 and we're going to turn our work, yarn over, and in the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to insert our hook and do a double crochet, another double crochet, a chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets. So now we're going to skip another 4 chains, and then now we're going to do another cluster, which is 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do this for the whole row. So you're going to be skipping 4 chains and then doing a cluster, making sure that you're chaining 1 in between both double crochets. Okay, so we're at the end of row 10. Now, I'm going to skip the last 4 chains, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go right into that and do my last cluster, chaining 1, 2 more double crochets, and now we have one more stitch. We're going to do 1 double crochet. That's it. Now we're going to insert our hook into that chain 2, which is at the corner, and slip stitch. And now we're going to, no, I think I took that out. Yes. Now we're going to chain 2 and start our clusters inside of those chain 1 spaces. If you can tell when you're watching my videos, I really wing everything. So like I'm just going as you see. I don't know what the end result will be or anything. Like I literally just sit down, grab some yarn, and crochet. So here I'm showing you the reason why I connected that, because the green part starts the actual dress, and then that is the back where we're going to add buttons to. So now for this row, you're just going to do the same thing. We're not chaining in between clusters. We're only chaining at the top of the cluster. So after you do your chain 2, your 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, you will not chain. You will just insert your hook into the next open chain 1, if that makes sense. I hope it does. One more thing, you're going to keep repeating row 11 until your to your whole thing from the top to the bottom reaches 11 inches, and then you're going to come back and we're going to do the last 2 rows. Okay guys, so I'm back. This dress that I'm about to show you now reaches 11 inches from the top of the dress to the bottom of the dress. So now we're going to do the last, I said 3 rows, but we're going to do the last 2 rows. I only did 2 rows. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert our hook, because I took it out. We're going to chain 2. Now we're going to do the same thing, but in these clusters, for the rows before we were only chaining 1. Now I want you guys to chain 2. Only because it gives a better ripple effect at the end. So this is basically just going to be the border of the dress. So now you're just going to keep going around chaining 2 at the top. Don't mind my fingers. I'm telling you to do 3 more rows, but I want you to do 2 more rows. Chaining 2 at the top of every cluster. Okay, so we're actually back at, I believe this is the last row that I did. I realized that I wasn't showing you guys the seam, which is really not a seam because you can't see it. But when you, that chain 1, I mean not that chain 1, that double crochet, that last double crochet in every row and then we slip stitch, this is the seam. Like, you need to make sure that you're adding that last double crochet and you're slip stitching into the right chain, because if you don't, it's going to be off, it's going to be crooked. You guys know I hate rounds. But when it comes to these cluster rounds are very easy. You just have to make sure that you're adding that last double crochet and that you're slip stitching into the right chain. So this is what it should look like. Now I'm doing the last chain, the last row. So I'm going to be back once this row is complete. Okay guys, so here you're gonna see me attach some white yarn to the top of the dress. Now this part is optional. You don't have to do this. You could find a different way to add your buttons. But I just want to add some buttons. So here I'm just single crocheting to make it more seamless. And then I'm just going to single crochet another round, and then I'm going to make some holes for some buttons. Now I'm just going to let you watch because it is pretty simple. So